The Australian superannuation system we have is truly very unique and in a globally elite class of its own. There is no other system like ours anywhere in the world. Not only does our system allow for full control of your own fund, but it also allows for borrowing inside your fund. Now let that sink in. And why is it even important? The answer is that it gives you the key to unlock a beautiful little thing called leverage. And what is leverage? In simple terms, it lets you control a much larger asset using a smaller amount of money. For example, you might have $300,000 in super, and with that, you might be able to purchase an investment property worth $900,000. Why? Because the bank funds the difference. Now think of that for a second. That's essentially like tripling your super balance instantly. And that's leverage. And no other system in the world allows you to boost your retirement like this. Not only do you now control a much larger asset, it gets even better. Super has its very own unique tax structure. And generally speaking, this is not tax advice. Contributions within the fund is taxed at 15%, apart from your high income earnings, which is taxed at an additional 15%. Earnings is taxed at 15%. 10% for capital gains tax for assets held for longer than 12 months. And in the retirement phase, you're taxed at 0%. So, in your super, you're now just not only using your savings, you're also using your super balance, plus the bank's money to acquire a much larger asset. Then, the rental income helps pay down the loan, contributions keeps on building the fund, which means that ultimately you're able to pay off your loan faster. Yes, George, but I've reached my maximum borrowing capacity, you ask. I can't buy another property. No, you can, because SMSF borrowing is assessed separately from your personal situation, and your personal income and liabilities are not actually taken into account. Even if you're maxed out in your personal name, you can still borrow within your super. So, in closing, if you live and work in Australia, you are already part of this globally elite super system. You could potentially tap into this opportunity and fast track growing your wealth by using the bank's money to set yourself up for retirement success. So reach out today. At GDP Wealth, we're a fully integrated end-to-end service, and we will guide you every step of the way. From setting up your self-managed super fund correctly, assessing your borrowing capacity, structuring finance, rolling funds over, finding the right investment property that's actually going to grow in value, negotiating the deal, handling the legal side of things and settlement, and then also handling the property management side of things. So reach out today. We look forward to hearing from you and assisting you growing your wealth.